Okay, Pops.
Yes.
As we've been talking about for weeks and months and a long time now, used car prices are seriously going through the roof, although we're starting to potentially see on the wholesale side some declines. Ramifications for retail prices yet to be known. We don't think they're really going to go down too terribly much.
Ramifications. I like that. Go ahead.
We have some really interesting research from the IC Cars team. Julie
Yes.
over there does an awesome job. I thought today, Dad, we'd go
Yes.
through the top 10 used cars that
Yes.
have seen their prices appreciate most,
The most.
year over year.
This is from June 2020 through June 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So from June of last year to June of this year,
Yes.
the average used vehicle
Yes.
from IC Cars Research, because we've looked at other numbers from Automotive News and from Cox and from Black Book, it's somewhere around here. Like, for example, if you remember, it was, I think, in the month of May, full-size vans had appreciated.
108% or something like that.
But the average
Yes.
for June from IC Cars, they're
Yes.
saying was about 33%, 32.7%.
Yes.
Percent.
An average of $7,583 a car increase in value.
In wholesale retail prices.
Yes.
Let's go through the top 10.
Start at the bottom.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because, if David Letterman were to still do a show and they did the top 10, they wouldn't want to start at number one.
You lose them before the end of the
You
video.
lose them when you get to number two. Number 10 on the list was the always popular Chevrolet Spark. It's so popular, I have no idea what the hell it is.
I took a Lyft ride in one recently.
Yes.
I don't see it personally, but hey, to each their own.
Wouldn't recommend it. And the Spark, with an average used car price today of $13,892, which is only up a little over $4,000 from a year ago.
Are you going to get to the percent? Because I think it makes most sense to do it based
40.6%.
Yeah, so the Spark appreciated 40.6%
Yes.
year over year.
Yes.
Then you have the Ford Mustang, which appreciated 41.3%,
Yes.
as did the GMC Sierra.
Yes, the 1500, yes.
41.3%.
Yes, putting our money in all the wrong things.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you had only known to not put it into index funds, but to put it into Ford Mustangs.
Yeah, or an Audi A5 that went up 41.8%.
Or the Lincoln Navigator that went up 42.4%.
Yes.
Or the Ram 1500 that went up 42.6%.
I'll tell you, them pickup trucks. We should have put all our money in pickup trucks.
Full-size vans.
Oh, okay.
But that's also partly what's interesting here, because now we
Yes.
get into the top five.
Yes.
Ram's in the top five. But there are no full-size full-size vans in here, which I actually found surprising.
Yes, so
with,
did
with,
I.
with what we know about the industry.
Yes.
And I appreciate what IC Cars does. I mean, and this is...
Well, they only analyzed 1.9 million used car.
Maybe we'll toss up... let's toss up on the screen, what we're talking about from the Automotive News data. I mean, full-size vans had appreciated 119%. So, surprised they're not on here. But
Yes, but...
we do have the Lincoln Navigator L.
Yes, that only went up 44.2%.
Chevy Camaro.
Only up 45.1%.
And then your top two.
Yes.
Truly the biggest juxtaposition in a top two of any list I've ever seen, just in terms of what the vehicles are.
Yes. Number 2 on the list that went up 46.3%, which equaled $50,271 increase in price, was the Mercedes-Benz G-Class.
That G-Class appreciated more than your compensation for the past year.
Well, yeah, considering you didn't pay me, yeah. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been happy if you would have paid me that kind of money last year. But you didn't.
Now the Nissan Leaf,
Yes, only went up 48.1%.
which is a modest $6,500 increase.
Yeah.
More in line with...
What the average person can afford to pay for a vehicle.
Oh, I was going to say with your...
Yeah, no, it's still more than what you pay.
Okay, so then they also did, IC
Yes.
Cars also did those that had the least
amount of...
Man, these times are
increase.
crazy. The least amount of appreciation
Yes.
year over year. So let's run through this as well.
Yes,
Mitsubishi Outlander,
only up 18.2%,
Mazda CX-3,
up 18%. And as I've always said, Mazda typically represents a good value, whether it be a new car or pre-owned.
So there you go. Even
Yeah.
now, I mean, they're
Yeah.
still overvalued, but less overvalued
than most.
than the
Yes.
average.
Yeah.
The Audi A7,
Yeah, only went up 17.6%.
Hyundai Accent.
Accent.
Well,
Or Ascent for you, but but an ascent would be with an S.
But if you said accent, I put the accent over
On
the C.
Yeah, I get it. That one up 17.5%.
The Tesla Model S appreciated 17.5%.
Yes, you would have thought that those Teslas, which are
But I
like,
think that's also partly the Model S is held down because they have the Model 3 now. So that probably plays a
could
role.
be, yes.
The Audi Q7,
Up 16.8%.
Subaru Crosstrek. I'm surprised that the Crosstrek's here. I thought it would appreciate even more.
Yeah,
Just because there's such a
it's
dearth of
less
supply.
it's less than half of the average. It only went up 15.2%.
The Audi SQ5.
Yes, one of my favorite vehicles.
Really?
I kind of like them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I test drove one time.
and you didn't care for it.
It's okay.
Yeah, 14.4%.
Volvo XC90.
Yes, number 2 on the list for the least amount of appreciation went up 12.6%.
Which, if you've watched our other videos about market day supply, Volvo has a relatively healthy market day supply.
in today's world.
And then on the used car side, they haven't appreciated as much, which
Yeah.
also I sold my Volvo S90
Yes.
September of last year. This is making me feel less bad about having
That
sold
decision,
it then.
yes. And the vehicle that actually appreciated the least.
Which to me signifies that it depreciates like a
The
rock.
most.
Yeah, like a rock.
The Mercedes-Benz GLC only appreciated 11.4%. And that is about a third of what the average was for the industry.
What do you make of that? Is it that the GLC just depreciates like a rock? The SQ5 depreciates like a rock?
Yeah.
Like, just these vehicles don't hold their value? Which is why the Subaru Crosstrek actually surprises me on
That
the list.
surprises me as well.
Because they just don't make that many.
No.
And there's typically kind of that cult type of appreciation
Yes.
for Subarus. So the one other thing that IC Cars did, and we'll link to the research down below, we'll also have it on the YA community, we'll have a discussion about this going, they did based off of body style, which is where I found things were interesting once again, although they didn't break out full-size vans,
Yes.
so we can't compare the
Yes.
full-size vans, but they saw that coupes had the biggest change. What's
Yeah.
up? That's up. I put the accent on the accent to get to the coupe.
You're very Franchise.
Comment down below. Is it coupe?
It's a coupe. But go ahead.
It could be. I drive
It
a
could be.
Vespa.
No, you don't.
I drive a knockoff Vespa.
You drive a Gilly knockoff.
So let me say.
Yeah.
You say it.
Vespa.
You say it. You say it.
Coupe.
Nah, definitely coupe.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
41.3%.
Yeah.
Convertibles.
Up 40.9.
Pickups up, obviously, considerably.
Yes,
Sedans
30,
up.
Yeah. The overall average, once again, was 32.7. Wagons only went up 30%, 30.4%. Minivans, and based on what we've seen, minivans went up more than this, but they say they only went up 29.4%. SUVs are up 26.8%, and hatchback version vehicles only went
make
up
sense to me.
26.3%. And between SUVs and hatchbacks, I thought they were like the most popular vehicles out there. But
Well,
what do I know?
We'll link to this research, and also we'll put the automotive news data. It's back on the YA community, so we'll link to that down below as well,
Yes.
so you can take a peek there. But yeah, I mean, just another observation.
Another example of
Yes.
how used cars have become an appreciating asset when they should be a depreciating one.
Used cars returned better than gold.
Standard & Poor's at this
S&P
point.
500.
Yeah, come on.
Sitting on cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Craziness.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for doing this, Pops.
My pleasure. And thank you, IC Cars, and thank you, Julie.
Thanks, Julie.